Hey guys, and welcome back once again to Gunpla News, episode 10 for September 2015. This is part 4, where we're going to be talking about some third-party and resin kits. In the first part, we talked about news. Second part, we talked about kit and figure announcements. Third part, we talked about kit and figure updates. Now it's resin and third-party stuff, and in the last part 5, we're going to show you some featured kits. So first, let's talk about this very exciting model kit from Wave. This is the Obsolus 2. If any of you guys have seen the 8th MS Team series of Gundam, this is what that's from. If you don't recognize this right away, then just stop this video and please just go watch 8th MS Team. It's such an awesome series, and it's only like 12 episodes, so you could really watch it as like just two kind of really long movies, basically. It's awesome. Anyway, so it's awesome to see that a kit is being made of this finally. There's been like resin kits of this before, and but this one is in 1:144 scale, we know, and we don't know if it's going to be resin or plastic, but probably going to be plastic. Wave is not like your typical like third-party Chinese company. Wave makes like licensed kits of other stuff, like they make some Mackay kits and some Macross kits. Things like that. So they somehow got the license to make this kit, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I really like this design, and a lot of people were saying online too that like it's going to be so huge because it is very large, but like it's 1:144 scale, and if you see the Zaku head on that, so imagine that's a 1:144 scale Zaku head. It's not that big. It's like this big. So the thing itself is going to be like maybe like this. It's kind of big, but I mean it's not that huge. Like, so it's not that big. I think shouldn't be all that expensive. Anyway, it is actually a license. From what we know right now, I mean, still don't know exactly a lot of details on this. Really, all we have is just like these couple pictures. But if it is in fact true that it is going to be a licensed kit, that does mean that it's going to be a little bit more expensive than if it was like a third-party like Chinese kit or something. Anyway, looking forward to getting some more details about that, definitely. Then the next one is the Mobius 0, 1/100 scale Mobius 0 by SPLSF. I mentioned this last month, but at that time I said I really didn't know much about it. I still don't know much about it because I haven't really seen a whole lot about it. I saw a couple pictures posted here and there. I intentionally kind of sought it out because I wanted to find out more for you guys. I still don't really know a whole lot about it. I think it's either just been released or it's going to be releasing very soon. And it's 1/100 scale. It's able to be used on its own or with the 1/100 scale like master grade strike. You can use it as the backpack for that. But I don't know the price or who is selling it. I guess if you look around, it probably wouldn't take you very long to check. I didn't do a whole lot of checking. I just know that I haven't seen anything about Samuel Decal selling it, and that's who I go through for any sort of my third-party kit buying stuff is usually through Samuel Decal. So if he doesn't have it, then I usually don't really know about it because that's who I follow for that stuff. Anyway, it does look like a pretty nice kit though. Then Mersa Resin is a company that's, I guess, working together with another company called Shin Movement to make some movable resin kits. So they're making a series of them, I guess. I'm not sure if any of these are released yet or they're going to be released in the near future. I just saw that they're supposed to be on display at the Shara Hobby Show, the C3 Hobby Show. So I don't know about the availability of these, if and when they're going to be available and how much they cost, but just show you guys, if you want to know more about these, I'm sure you can search them out a little bit. Ask me in the comments and I'll try to get back to you if there's a specific one you want to know about. But anyway, there's the Full Armor High New, the Sazabi, the Kshatriya, just pausing to give you let you have a look at the picture there for these. There's the Kasi, which I think their version of the Kasi looks god awful there, considering the MC version looks better, and then even the Mechanicore one looks leaps and bounds better. But that's just my personal take. Then there's the Nightingale, which looks a lot more posable than Bandai's RE100 version. A lot more detail there too, of course, and it's probably going to cost quite a bit more. But then we have the GM Sniper, Then the Full Armor Gundam. And again, from what I've seen, these are full kits, not conversion kits, so they're going to be full movable resin kits. Then there's the NT1 Alex. I know a kit that a lot of people wish would get a 2.0 of that master grade. And then finally the gun cannon, which I think their version of the gun cannon looks really great, actually. Would love it if that was a plastic kit. I would definitely pick up one. So anyway, that's everything about that. Those resin kits, like I said, if you want to know more about those, ask around in a group or just ask me about a certain one. I'll try to find out for you guys. But just keep in mind, they are resin, so they are going to be more expensive and all of that. So, I mean, if you're really genuinely interested and want to know about that, you could probably find out on your own or just ask me. Then we have the Master Grade 1/100 scale TR1 Hazel Custom by Magic Toys. This should be released soon, within the next 2 weeks. It should be released and starting to be shipped. The pre-order price, if you're getting your pre-order right away before it gets out, is $35 plus shipping. Otherwise, after the release, the retail price is $40 plus shipping, so there is a bit of an incentive to pre-order that. If you pre-order through Samuel Decal, I would assume you're going to be getting some extra waterslide decals that you would not be getting if you order through someone else. So as always, I recommend going through Samuel Decal on that. I haven't heard about this from Samuel, but someone else sent me a message letting me know that they read on Taobao, the Korean, that Chinese marketplace site, had information saying that there was going to be different versions of that, like 6 different versions of the release. Some of them coming with an LED kit, some of them coming with a different stand, some of them coming with the dual pistols and rifles. If we see in these pictures, we do have some pictures of the model kit holding the long rifles and machine guns that have been previously released by Magic Toys before. That's kind of disappointing for me that they didn't make new weapons that are appropriate for the Hazel. They just are including the weapons they already made before, just throwing them in there. Anyway, I hope the kit sells well enough that they make some other different versions and variations of that, at which point I hope we get a blade rifle, hopefully. That probably wouldn't be the most difficult weapon to just scratch build though, honestly, so I don't know, not too bad. And then finally, the Mechanicore Penelope has been released. I got mine, I unboxed it for you guys. I would like to start building it someday in the near future, whenever I can. But Mechanicore's next release is going to be their version of the 1/100 scale Deep Striker. It is obviously much different. I've talked about this quite a bit for like months. I think probably as long as I've been doing this Gunpla news, I've been talking about this kit, I think, because it's been announced for such a long time. But it is finally getting closer to the release date. It's supposed to be released, they pushed the release date from October to November. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back more again till December as well. All of the pre-orders were sold out, but they opened up a limited number of pre-orders available again. I think it was a very limited number, and they aren't going to be coming with all of the same kind of special first pre-order bonus stuff that you're getting if you pre-ordered it already. So you're not going to be getting quite everything in it, but if that is something you want, you are still able to pre-order it. I know they did open a few more pre-orders, so act now and get your pre-order in for that if you want. The price is going to be very expensive, something around $350 for that kit. Very, very expensive, but just imagine it's going to be very, very, very large and a lot of parts and stuff in that. Something like 38 LEDs and over 1,400 parts. It's going to be totally ridiculous, immense, like the size of 2 perfect grade boxes, I'm thinking, is how big that's going to be. The shipping's going to be ridiculously expensive, but it's going to be so awesome. Anyway, definitely looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it for the third-party stuff. We had more than last month, but still not really a whole lot. The Hazel looks really cool. Definitely looking forward to that. I tried to get in a couple of resin kits there for you guys. Sorry, I don't really have too much information about those, but I know a lot of you guys probably aren't doing resin, and if you are, you probably know all about that stuff all on your own anyway. If you know, again, as always, if you know of any good resin news, something like that, third-party stuff that I missed, let me know, and I'll definitely do some more research and find out about that to include it in the future. The Obsolescence too, also definitely very much looking forward to that anyway. let me know if you guys are planning on getting of that stuff or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's all for part 4. Then we just have one more part left. I'm going to talk about 5 featured kits in the part 5. So see you then.